I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Born and raised, but I'm from like a part of Atlanta, like called West End. That's gonna be more important to me than other places because that's where I come from. But it's just anybody who coming up, I want to say, that's fortunate. Because a lot of people don't make it from this side of town I come from. Like, majority of the people from my side of town live with their mom. Like, old heads, 40, live with their mom still. No one never really just made it out my neighborhood. Like, and the West End, the whole West End, but just like where I'm at, like, I ain't really never been there. I want to show them that it could be done. Because I ain't never think it could be done. The only thing I think is like being a big dope boy. You know what I'm saying? I know that's what a lot of them think because that's what they see. That's all I ever seen. But now they seeing a whole rapper. Now their mindset, just that I rap now, this is one avenue for them to know that there's something different out there than just what they see every day. Like, every time you come to class, it's bad. Like, give me passes to go to the gym to skip class. Like my teacher, like, just go to the gym. Like, if you don't never come back to my class, I'm gonna give you a C for passion. Like, yeah, that was like all the way up to ninth grade. You know, like middle school, nigga, bad fights or stay suspended for doing something. I know, like, I got a couple of dudes who look up to me who in school and stuff, but they see me, like, so they like, probably like, I don't gotta go to school. I can be in the hood, I can sell drugs, but like, hell nah, ain't easy. Like, you know, niggas see the glitter, the glam, and the money, and cars and the clothes, but nigga don't see that back road, like, the prison sentences, and like, the shit don't be going with it, like, the streets ain't nothing to play with, like, I know, like, I'm in the street for real, like, a lot of the rappers and people, like, they really don't know either, like, honestly, like, I know, like, I've been out here for a long time, like, and I'm young, I ain't have another choice, like, you know, you always got another choice. I don't care what nobody say, it's always another choice, but your other choice, like, can't put no food on the table, like, you know what I'm saying? And, like, I don't never say I'm a product of my environment, I just say I was a product of my environment at the time.
No, I just don't care about it. It's almost like a loser's mentality. It's like everyone's so spoiled. Like it's like, you know, you won't let me shine. I even heard someone say like, yo, why Jay won't let Kanye? I'm like, let Kanye. Kanye is Kanye. He's gonna do what he does. That's a loser's mentality. My albums came out with Outkast, Lauren, Q-Tip, all of them in 1 week. You know, everybody did good. You know, look at the chart now. It's Wale, the #1 section. Rock Nation managed artist. J. Cole, which will probably go to #1 next week again. No, for the first time ever, but he'll go to next #1. Rock Nation, and it's Kanye. Everyone's flourishing. You know, you gotta be out. You gotta be able to compete. Still sharp and still. You gotta get out there and you gotta earn your spot. It's not given. It's such a spoil you brat losers mentality. It's annoying. There's a knowing in being an artist. There's a knowing. You can't guess. You can't think. There's a knowing. You have to know that even if it doesn't work today, tomorrow, this artist that I played that weren't popular at the time, that I play more than I play current artists. Shuggy Otis, I suggest you just go look up Shuggy Otis. He was amazing, and at the time it wasn't this hugely popular thing. But I think when it all was said and done, we would play that music more than any other music, right? So you have to have this knowing that, okay, it may not work today, it may not work tomorrow, but this is the right thing, and this is what I'm doing, and this is what's feeding me. So that would be the best advice that I can give you. That knowing, just believe in what you're doing. And if you don't believe in it, then you're not doing it. You haven't figured out the thing that you do best yet. When you feel it and when you know, no one can tell you. You only have to be right once. It's always good to compare yourself to people you look up to, right? Because you give yourself a high goal. You set high standards for yourself. And, you know, pretty much the way he lived his life and the parallels and how he affected culture is what I strive to do. He had a record label and he owned Reprise Records and he released Jimi Hendrix. Kanye West is my Jimi Hendrix. You know, my record label is Rockefeller. You know, just compare yourself to the greats. Set the bar really high. Because all he can do is the best he can do. He's not a superhero. Mm-hmm. And it's unfair to place unfulfillable expectations on this man just because of his color. Mm-hmm. You're actually doing the opposite. Mm-hmm. It's like, what do you think is gonna happen? He's there for 8 years. Mm-hmm. And he has to undo what 43 presidents have done in 8 years. Mm-hmm. It's not fair.
What do you think of the state of, I'm not going to say just black leadership period, on the things you care about in the country? Who do you look at and say, this man or woman speaks for the things I care about?
It's gonna be funny. I find it funny, but my leadership, I like Dave Chappelle's leadership because he tells it in humor so you can deal with it, but it's always a nice chunk of truth in it. I can only assume, because I don't know the answer to that, except that, sometimes people's success, make people feel, instead of saying, wow, that person's successful and I'm inspired. Well, some people are. Some people are like, that person's successful, I'm gonna strive and I'm gonna be exactly where they are. And some people are just like, they got the reverse attitude, like their success means my failure. So I hate that success. So I have to make some kind of explanation of why they're here and why they shouldn't be here and why they wouldn't be here if this person is here. Who thinks like that? If you take that long to think, if you take that long to think about someone why they shouldn't be here, then you're good, and you should be doing something with that intelligence.
Lock my body, can't trap my mind. Easily explain why we adapt to crime. I'd rather die enormous than live dormant. That's how we on it.
With that line, I'd rather die enormous than live dormant. That's how we on it. Living the American dream with a vengeance. I'm gonna get it. I don't give a I'm gonna get it.
And you gotta understand the reason, right? Why does that guy think like that? Right? How do you arrive at that point? You got to also look at that. You have to look at that. You got to look at the environments and places we live in and how things are set up and how things are structured and how we're always the last on the totem pole, even from our schooling to our roads to, everything that all the obstacles that's placed in front of us, even our living conditions. You live in a project, someone lives here, 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 and here. You have to deal with all these different type of personalities. You're in the box. Someone's above you, below you, to the right of you, and to the left of you. And every day you have to manage that circle. And that's just two flaws.
I still wrestle with certain insecurities. Like, I don't feel like I'm as attractive as I would like to be because I was told that I was ugly a long time ago. And sometimes I be a little extra flamboyant to make up for feeling like I'm inadequate because I'm not attractive. But my wife was like, "You so beautiful, bitch." But once I start conducting myself in a beautiful manner, most of the people I meet, they tell me I'm a beautiful person. So I believe I had internal issues that was unresolved.
You still see that when you look in the mirror?
No, sir, I see a great man.
And people that you love, people that you'll die, go to war, kill behind. That's a hurting feeling. It's a hurting feeling when you're in a room full of people and you feel alone.
That's crazy.
It's a hurting feeling when you around society and when you speak, nobody really understands you because they so caught up into social media and they so caught up in the reality television.
That perception, I'm telling you, people perception is reality.
So it's difficult being around individuals when that's really what they care about.
Right.
They care about that. So it's refreshing to meet somebody who thinks like me. When I meet people that share similar interests, it's refreshing and beautiful. I can't be wrong because this person feel like me.